Hello everyone, now let us discuss about coronary circulation. In the current session, we will be briefly discussing about the coronary arteries and coronary veins. So first of all, coming to coronary circulation. Coronary circulation is composed of coronary arteries and coronary veins. And the coronary arteries, they branch from the ascending aorta. Coronary arteries, they branch from the ascending aorta and encircle the heart like a crown encircles the head. Hence the name coronary. That means crown like. When the heart is contracting, a little blood flows in the coronary arteries because they are squeezed shut. And when the heart relaxes, high pressure of blood in the aorta propels blood through the coronary arteries into capillaries and into the veins. Now coming to coronary arteries. There are mainly two coronary arteries, right coronary artery and left coronary artery. The right coronary artery is again divided into posterior interventricular branch and marginal branch. Whereas left coronary artery, it is divided into anterior interventricular branch or left anterior descending artery, LAD. Left anterior descending artery is a branch of left coronary artery. Then circumflex artery. Now coming to right coronary artery. The location of right coronary artery is inferior to right auricle. And coming to blood supply, the right coronary arteries, it supplies small branches to the right atrium. Location is inferior to right auricle. The next is the first branch of right coronary artery, that is posterior interventricular branch. The location is, as the name suggests, posterior interventricular sulcus. The location of posterior interventricular branch is posterior interventricular sulcus. And it supplies blood to walls of two ventricles with oxygenated blood. It supplies walls of the two ventricles with oxygenated blood. Next is marginal branch. The location is beyond coronary sulcus along right margin of the heart. And this marginal branch, it supplies oxygenated blood to myocardium of right ventricle. Now coming to left coronary artery, the location is inferior to left auricle. And the branches of left coronary artery are anterior interventricular branch or left anterior descending artery, LAD, and circumflex branch. The location of LAD is anterior interventricular sulcus and it supplies blood to the walls of two ventricles with oxygenated blood. LAD supplies walls of the two ventricles with oxygenated blood. And the location of circumflex branch is coronary sulcus. And it supplies oxygenated blood to walls of left ventricle and left atrium. Now coming to anastomosis. Most parts of the body receive blood from branches of more than one artery. This is important point. Most parts of the body, they receive blood from the branches of more than one artery. When two or more arteries, they supply to same region. They usually connect and these connections are called anastomosis. And they provide alternate routes called collateral circulation. The collateral circulation is achieved by anastomosis. The myocardium contains many anastomoses and thus heart muscles may receive sufficient oxygen even one of its coronary artery is partially blocked. Now coming to coronary veins. After the blood passes through the arteries of the coronary circulation, it flows into capillaries and then delivers oxygen and nutrients to the heart muscle and collects carbon dioxide and waste and moves into coronary veins. Most of the deoxygenated blood from the myocardium drains into a large vascular sinus. Most of the deoxygenated blood from the myocardium drains into a large vascular sinus in the coronary circus, on the posterior surface of the heart called as coronary sinus. Most of the deoxygenated blood from the myocardium, it drains into coronary sinus. And a vascular sinus, what is a vascular sinus? Coronary sinus is a type of vascular sinus. A vascular sinus is a thin-walled vein that has no smooth muscle to alter its diameter. A vascular sinus is a thin-walled vein that has no smooth muscle to alter its diameter. The deoxygenated blood in the coronary sinus empties into right atrium. Now here is a list of various coronary veins. The first one is great cardiac vein. The location is anterior interventricular sulcus and the function is it drains left and right ventricles and left atrium. It drains left and right ventricles and left atrium. The next is middle cardiac vein. The location is posterior interventricular sulcus and the function is it drains left and right ventricles. The next is small cardiac vein. The location is coronary sulcus and the function is it drains right atrium and right ventricle. Next is anterior cardiac vein and the function of anterior cardiac vein is it drains right ventricle and opens directly into right atrium. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for further videos on medical coding and CPC training.